Heavy rain wreaks havoc in Andhra Pradesh. Great human suffering feared.
Kerala government orders judicial inquiry into Thekkady boat mishap. Death toll rises to 40.
2,000 women receive lashing in Tamil Nadu for practicing black magic.
And no security guarantee for Commonwealth Games athletes. Australia expresses concern.
A very good afternoon. You're watching the news at 3 with me, Luqman Khan.
And I'm Lobo.
Right, in the news, the breaking news that's coming in, the death toll in the tourist spot tragedy at the Thekkady in Kerala rose to 40 now, with 4 more bodies recovered from the ill-fated boat this morning. According to official sources, a team of rescuers extricated the bodies from the partly submerged boat, which capsized on Wednesday in a lake in Periyar Wildlife Sanctuary in the Idukki district. The tragedy occurred when the boat Jalakanyaka, that is, tilted after several tourists moved to one side of the sighting of elephants in the sanctuary. The report said no safety measures like life jacket or lifeguard were in place in the boat. Meanwhile, a judicial probe has been ordered by the Chief Minister V.S. Achyutanandan. He also announced a compensation of 5 lakh rupees each to the next of the kin of the deceased. To have more on that information and on that story, we'll cross over live to Thiruvananthapuram, that is, and our correspondent Arvind is currently over there. Now, Arvind, just tell us what is the latest you have on the rising numbers?
Now, the 12 more bodies have been recovered. The death rate have raised into 43. As per the passengers who have been there, who have been survived, as their report says that there was no animals near to the shore. Because of the non-experience of the boat driver, this accident has been happened. But when we talk to the driver, Victor Samuel, he says that he asked the passengers now to move from the place, but the passengers have moved from the left to the right side. When the boat has been turned to the right side to show the animals which are near to the shore, because of the turning to the right side, the side have tilted, and because of this accident have happened. That was been told by the Victor Samuel, but the passengers were having a different view that the diver have no experience, whereas no animals were on the shore.
Right, now that we are getting contradictory reports on what has actually happened and how did that happen, just tell us what is the administration doing currently to probe into this?
The Chief Minister has given a judicial inquiry, and the High Court sitting judge has been looking after this judicial inquiry today. And the administration is looking forward to take the bodies to the particular concerned state. And for that, air service have been deploying. But there are a lot of limitations for those, and the administration is looking for the naval helicopter for using this issues for carrying these bodies towards the concerned state. The administration has asked the naval helicopters for deploying the help.
Right now, Arvind, we are getting these conflicting reports where the passengers blame the driver and the driver, on the contrary, is blaming the passengers. In all of this, what's actually emerged is that there have been no safety measures at all, no life jackets whatsoever on the boat. What do you think has been the key reason for that?
This Jalakanyaka, that was the KTDC's new boat, which has been used for the tourist spot in Idukki district in Thekkady. But all the facilities were being there, but most of the passengers are not the most of the passengers. The complete passengers were never used those life jackets or such type of facilities which are being used for the safety measures. And
right, Right,
Yeah,
we pretty
sure.
much gather as to what's happening over there. Thank you very much for the update. That was Arvind, our correspondent from Thiruvananthapuram, reporting on that sad incident of the boat submerging where it killed about 40. In fact, the numbers are still rising with more bodies being fished out of the waters, and the blame game is very much on. The administration obviously has promised a probe which would shortly be taken into action.
Five students who were drowned in the Dindi River of Mahbubnagar in Andhra Pradesh on Wednesday have been rescued. They went to see the swelling waters of Dindi rivers and slipped from the bridge when its railing came off. However, 5 onlookers who were watching the rescue efforts washed away in the gushing waters of Dindi rivers. Officials said that the region has received rainfall of more than 215 millimeters in the past 2 days. Meanwhile, the district collector has warned the people to stay away from rivers and lakes as heavy rain is forecast for the coming days.
Staying with the news of the rain, the heavy rain lashed Andhra Pradesh, killing 6 people, inundating several villages, damaging crops and also disrupting transport and communication links. The incessant rain was due to a low-pressure area over the Bay of Bengal. The rains continued to lash several parts of the state, throwing normal life out of gear in the past 2 days. Several villages in Mahbubnagar and Kurnool district were inundated as the rivulets, streams and tanks were overflowing. Thousands of people were displaced as their homes were razed. Scores of rivulets crossed their danger mark, crops submerged and communication paralyzed. And several men who went for work on Wednesday evening were caught in the middle of swirling rivers. Now, meanwhile, the Chief Minister K. Rasaiya held a high-level meeting in Hyderabad to review the situation. We'll cross over live to Mahbubnagar to speak to our correspondent Mir Ali, who is over there. Now, Mir, tell us about the situation. What is it like when it comes to raining? We know that Mahbubnagar is very badly affected. Tell us, what is the administration doing currently over there?
Ali, actually here the situation is very bad for morning. Now the Jilla Collector is controlling total area because Achampet and Vanparti, Kalvar Kurti, Dibber, these total areas, heavy rain is there and there is no movement to even walk on the road because many rivers, sides, walls, boundaries, they damage and come the water is upside on the road. Ali.
Right, just tell us what is the collector doing out there? What has there been an official statement coming out from the collector?
Yes, just 1 hour before they take the press meet in Jilla Mahbubnagar, that is district Mahbubnagar. They announced that the fishers and visiting, many people are going to visiting the seeing the situation yesterday, what happened actually. So they are given to intimate them and to know you cannot move these areas. And they right now they are moving in Achampet river side because 4 villages totally in the water. They're supplying food and rain, water bottles and everything. But there is some time the administration failed because they need actually a helicopter to support the people of the village actually, Ali.
Right now, when you talk of the impact of the rains, just tell us quickly, is Kurnool as impacted, as heavily hit, as hardly hit as Mahbubnagar is?
Yes, because it's a Tungabhadra Express, that is Tungabhadra water river is there and Krishna river is there. These 2 waters is coming to the Dindi river actually. So Jurara Dam is there in 49 gates are open, 7.7 centimeters rain will be happened. Last 20 years like this, the rain will be not in Mahbubnagar.
Right now, Mir, just a quick one on the crop scenario out there. We have been facing, it was very much in our face, the drought which we were confronting. Just tell us, what has this done to the crop?
The total, because those are the people are taken a bank loan and there is a balance of the loans they are taken from the banks. They get the crops there. Totally the crops is crashed because there is no chances to live in the villages because total crops will be crop cesses.
Right, just one quick question about the danger mark which has very much been crossed by now. That is, the rivers are already overflowing and they have touched the danger mark. Just tell us, what is the administration doing out there?
Here the total force is there. Jorara Dam is there, 49 gates are open and the Trishalam is there, overflow, the water is going there. So what they are doing here, Jilla Collector, is means the district collector is given to order that vacate the total villages they keep that 14 to 15. There is a vehicles to who the villages is having the people. They vacant the total area. Is given the announcement the last intellectual.
Right, Mir, thank you very much for the update. That was Mir Khaled Ali, our correspondent from Mahbubnagar, reporting about the incessant rains which are lashing the city out there, Mahbubnagar, and also Kurnool, which is a neighbouring city. And obviously, they are being badly hit. And he was talking also about the crops which are badly being, in fact, severely being hit this time. And all of that was very much dependent on the loans which were taken from the banks.
Five people died and 3 are missing in Mahbubnagar district of Andhra Pradesh due to heavy rain that lashed many districts. Houses and huts perished in 21 badly affected villages. Let's look at it.
In the last 24 hours, 10.90 centimeter rains reported in the district. It is almost equal to October month expected rainfall. 176 tanks and 4 roads breached. A bridge also reportedly collapsed, but it is yet to be confirmed.
Right, moving on to other news now. The Australian's Commonwealth Games chief said today that he cannot guarantee the safety of his country's athletes at the next year's Games in New Delhi. He will let them decide whether they want to compete or not. Following the Mumbai carnage, organisers have put in place extra resources to secure the Commonwealth Games. However, the Australian Commonwealth Games Association has met with representatives from each of the 18 competing sports, and none have yet said that they plan to skip the New Delhi Games.
Air India resumed normal operation today after its striking pilots reported back at work, with nearly all of its morning flights take off on schedule. Passengers at several airports across the country were surprised when the staff of the carrier apologized for the inconvenience caused to them. A senior official of the carrier said some concession to woo back passengers was also on the anvil. Air India flight took off for various destinations as per schedule from New Delhi. According to an airline official, flight operations returned to normal and 18 flights took off as per schedule.
Well, it's time for us to slip into a very short break at this point. We'll come back with more news in just a bit. Do stay tuned.
Cocktail, Monday to Friday, 11:30 p.m. only on HYTV.
Welcome back. You're watching News at 3.
And I'm Lobo.
Right, earlier the Civil Aviation Minister Praful Patel thanked the agitating pilots of Air India for calling off their 4-day strike. He also assured them that the government would extend all support to the nursing Air India back to good financial health soon.
Thank the pilots who have given this call this morning that they will resume work. And I am hopeful that all the other pilots, all the sections of employees who have joined them would resume work immediately. Air India's passengers should not suffer. I have seen on television, and I can assure them that on behalf of the government, we will extend the fullest support to Air India We wish to see Air India as a strong carrier, a strong national airline, and we would like to see Air India come back to its full financial health. Government.
Coming back from Air India, BJP President Rajnath Singh on Wednesday stressed on the need for uninformed action plan to eradicate the menace of Naxalism from the country. The BJP President said the centre has taken steps to check Naxalism, but they should have been taken on time. About the death of BJP leader's son at the hands of suspected Mayas, he said Baliram Kashyap, Member of Parliament, never bowed to the pressure of Naxals. That was why they killed his son. Naxals shot dead Kashyap's son, Tansen, on September 26 and injured his second son, Dinesh.
रायपुर से मैं पुनः कांग्रेस लेडी यूपीए गवर्नमेंट से अपील करना चाहूँगा कि प्रभावी कदम इस नक्सलवाद के संकट से निपटने के लिए उठाया जाना चाहिए। अब जो देर हुई सो हुई, देर भी नहीं होनी चाहिए थी। और स्वयं प्रधानमंत्री भी अब यह स्वीकार करने लगे हैं कि सबसे बड़ा आंतरिक सुरक्षा का संकट यदि देश के समक्ष कोई है तो वह नक्सलवाद का है। अब इसमें विलंब।
In the other big news, the Jammu and Kashmir government on Wednesday ordered a departmental inquiry into the conduct of 2 teams of doctors who carried out the autopsy of the 2 women allegedly raped and murdered in Shopian. Now, Health Minister Shyamlal Sharma said severe action would be initiated against them if found guilty. A team of doctors from Shopian District Hospital conducted the first autopsy of the victims on the 30th of May, followed by another autopsy by a team of doctors from Pulwama district on the request of the locals. Bodies of Asiya and her sister-in-law Nilofer were recovered near a stream on the 30th of May, a day after they went missing in Shopian.
The BJP on Wednesday asked the Election Commission to take steps to conduct free and fair polls in Akaltok, a constituency in Solapur district of Maharashtra. One of their activists was murdered in the area. BJP leader Sushma Swaraj expressed satisfaction at the arrangements that were made for the polls by the independent poll panel. Maharashtra will be holding assembly election on the 13th of October.
हमें संतोष हुआ कि तीनों चुनाव आयुक्त मौजूद थे। उन्होंने केवल हमारी बात को ध्यान से सुना ही नहीं, बल्कि हमें आश्वस्त करते हुए ये बताया कि डिप्टी इलेक्शन कमिश्नर जयप्रकाश कल वहां जाएंगे, स्वयं उस घटनास्थल का दौरा करेंगे, वहां की सारी जानकारी लेंगे और जो बातें हमने कही हैं कि वहां कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए और एक ऐसा वातावरण पूरे प्रदेश में बनना चाहिए जिससे स्वतंत्र और निष्पक्ष चुनाव हो सके, उन्होंने कहा कि वो निश्चित इसको सुनिश्चित करेंगे।
In other news, the ruling Congress government in Haryana promised food grains for the poor at cheaper rates and better governance in its manifesto for the 13th of October Assembly elections. Chief Minister Bhupinder Singh Hooda and the Congress General Secretary in charge for Haryana Affairs, Prithviraj Chavan, released the party's election manifesto in Chandigarh. Prithviraj Chavan told reporters that agriculture would be given impetus and also a water resource authority would be soon set up. The single-phased elections will be held for 90 assembly seats in Haryana.
रेखा से रहने वाले जितने हैं, जैसा हमारी कांग्रेस पार्टी की घोषणा पत्र में है, केंद्र की यूपी सरकार की नीति में है कि उनको हम 3 रुपया प्रति किलो चाहे अनाज देंगे, चाहे गेहूं लें, चाहे चावल लें।
मैं समझता हूँ कि हम कृषि आयोग का गठन करने जा रहे हैं, साथ ही में गौ आयोग का गठन करेंगे, डेयरी को प्राथमिकता देंगे, साथ ही में एक वाटर रिसोर्सेज अथॉरिटी बनाने की बात है। ये बड़ी बड़ी जो बातें हैं जिसमें पूरा एक ढांचा बनाया जाएगा हरियाणा के विकास का। साथ ही में एक प्रशासन का एक मजबूती लाने के लिए हम ई गवर्नेंस को प्राथमिकता देंगे, तकनीक को प्राथमिकता देंगे। ई गवर्नेंस
In a village in Tamil Nadu, 2,000 women were given severe blood-oozing lashing to drive away spirit in them. The group whipping was done by men priests dressed in the following red robes. They literally cracked the whip on the women in order to drive away the evil spirits from their body. Many of them were young school and college-going girls who winced when they received the lashes and writhed in pain on the ground. The whipping ceremony took place on Vijayadashmi Day in the ancient Sri Achapan temple at Bhavitram, Velapati in Namakkal district.
பேர் 10000 பேர் வருவாங்க மாவட்டத்து வரியில வர்றாங்க இது நடக்கறது இது வந்து பேய் அடிக்கிறது பேய் அடிச்சோம்னாக்க கல்யாணம் ஆகாதவங்க எதுவும் நேர்த்திக்கடனா வேண்டிக்கிறவங்க உடல்நல சரியில்லை எனக்கு மனநல பாதிக்கப்பட்டிருக்கோம் எங்களுக்கு குடும்ப கஷ்ட சூழ்நிலை அதனால என்னன்னே தெரியல அப்படிங்கறவங்க எல்லாம் வந்து நேர்த்திக்கடனா வேண்டிக்குவோம் வேண்டிட்டா அது சரியாயிரும் சரியா போகும் அதோட பிரச்சனை இருக்காது
வருஷாந்திரம் வந்துகிட்டு இருக்கறேன் எது நிறைய பேய் அடி உட்கார்ந்துகிட்டு இருக்கறேன் பேய் அடிக்கிறதுல அடி வாங்குனோம்னா நமக்கு நினைச்சது நிறைவேறும்.
One of the devotees that was who has had some lashing on that day. Strange news. The MDMK launched a massive protest against the Centre for granting permission to the Kerala government to construct a dam across near the Mullai Periyar River. The demonstration was led by the MDMK General Secretary Vaiko. Vaiko said that the permission of building dam would affect the farming in Tamil Nadu. Accusing the UPA government, he said that the union government has destroyed the national integrity by granting permission to Kerala government for the construction of the dam. Meanwhile, Vaiko also expressed concern over the frequent attacks on Tamil Nadu fishermen by the Sri Lankan Navy.
October is observed as Breast Cancer Awareness Month world over. It provides a platform for the NGOs and various charities to raise awareness about the disease. The campaign also offers support to breast cancer survivors. It's time for a break. Stay tuned. More news to come.
Breast cancer each year worldwide, making it the most common cancer affecting women. In India, some 1 lakh new cases are diagnosed each year.
मुझे ब्रेस्ट कैंसर डायग्नोज हुआ था लास्ट जुलाई में. उसके बाद मेरा सर्जरी, कीमोथेरेपी, रेडिएशन और अभी भी चल रहा है. हर्सेप्टिन चल रहा है, अभी मार्च तक चलेगा. पर उसमें जब मैं पहली बार डॉक्टर रघुराम से मिली थी जुलाई में लास्ट ईयर 2008 कि उनके काउंसलिंग से उनसे बात करने के बाद उषा लक्ष्मी ब्रेस्ट केयर सेंटर में और फैमिली सपोर्ट के साथ मैंने 3 चीज़ तैयार किया था उसी रात जुलाई 1 2008 कि मैं ये जो कैंसर है इसको सुन के, इसको देख के, इसके बारे में सोच के डरूंगी नहीं.
मैं गुजर रही हूँ. मेरा हाफ ट्रीटमेंट हो चुका है इसका ब्रेस्ट कैंसर का और अभी हाफ ट्रीटमेंट बाकी है. और जैसे मेरे डॉक्टर रघुराम ऑन्कोलॉजिस्ट सर्जन एंड डॉक्टर आर.वी. राव ऑन्कोलॉजिस्ट, वो दोनों ने मुझे इतनी अच्छी काउंसलिंग की है. मेरे को 19 जून के दिन मुझे मालूम हुआ 3 मंथ्स बिफोर कि मुझे ब्रेस्ट कैंसर हुआ एंड आई वाज इन 2nd स्टेज. तो वो लोगों ने मुझे बहुत अच्छे से काउंसलिंग की है इस चीज़ के ऊपर.
Breast cancer cannot be prevented, but early detection is the key to long-term survival. Only awareness and timely screening can help counter the dreaded disease.
We obviously cannot prevent breast cancer. There are only 2 ways to detect it early. One is all women must be aware as to how their breasts look and feel throughout the month, so that if there is any change like a lump or a retraction of the nipple or discharge from the nipple, particularly blood stain or puckering of the skin, they must immediately report to their specialist. Secondly, all women over the age of 40 must have an annual screening mammogram.
The causes of breast cancer are not known yet, but certain factors like late marriage, pregnancy after 30 years of age, and obesity are generally seen as causes leading to the disease. One need not panic if they find symptoms, as breast cancer is curable if detected early. Bureau Report, HYTV.
No reason to panic. Breast cancer is curable. That's what doctors say. We hope it does work for everyone, the treatment. Well, with that note, we'll take leave for now. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned to HYTV for more updates.
Bye-bye.